up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in again. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, hit that post notification bell because I'm going to be coming with these great videos every single Sunday. So today's video is gonna be pretty fun. So my last video, I did do an eyebrow tutorial on the way that I do my eyebrows when I use an eyebrow pencil. Now, I had a lot of family members kind of calling me like, hey, we want to see how you do it with the dip brow. Looks really nice with that, blah, 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 blah. So, although I'm doing a makeup video, this video, I am going to go in and do my eyebrows with my Anastasia Dip Brow. I am going to fast forward through that just because I don't want to make this whole video about that. This video is really going to be about the makeup. However, I do want to go ahead and show you guys how I do it that way, and then I'll come back and kind of chime in when that's done. Now, another big surprise for this video, sis, I'm going to make an attempt at a cut crease eyeshadow. I don't know who I think I am. Now, I do makeup, but I mainly do my makeup. I don't do a lot of other people's makeup. I am not a makeup guru. I just kind of know how to beat my face and step outside and look good. You know, little color eyeshadow here, color there. But I am not the best. This will be my second attempt at a cut crease eyeshadow. I tried it before and girl, it was bad. It just didn't look cute. I ended up just taking my makeup wipes and just like getting it all off and like, look, I'm going to sleep. So this time I did a little more research. I kind of have an idea of the way I want to do it and kind of work it out with my little short eyelids and all that. We're just going to try to figure it out. So stay tuned, watch, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time. Okay, now that my eyebrows are done, we are going to go ahead and start on this makeup tutorial. First, I'm going to go in with my primer. This is the Too Faced Cooling Matte Primed and Peachy. So first I'm going to be going in with the Warrior 3 by Juvia's, and the first color that I'm going to use is going to be this one right here. It is called Kahina. I'm just going to go in with just a fluffy eyeshadow brush, get some of that on. Now, in order to make the color a little bit darker, a little more intense, where I'm going to put my cut crease at, I'm actually going to be going in with my Urban Decay Naked palette. Like that. And I'm going to be going in with the color Lethal, which is right there. And I'm just going to take some of that pretty generously, and I'm gonna go in, you see where my eyelid crease is? I'm going to put my cut crease right above that, like right above. So when I open my eyes, my cut crease is gonna go about right above that line right there. So I actually want to go in with that crease with this dark color. So now I'm gonna go in with an attempt to do this cut crease, and actually I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I do to line my eyebrows, which is mix my Maybelline concealer and a little bit of my MAC. The Maybelline is a little tiny bit lighter, and so I think that'll work out a little better. However, it is really liquidy compared to the MAC is really creamy. So I kind of mix the liquid and the cream and make my own little consistency. So it's okay so far. I'm having the same issue I always seem to have, which is getting that line really straight. Always. Okay. I think this is about the closest that I'm gonna get. It's not completely straight, but sets from back here look straight, so. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the Masquerade Mini by Juvia, and I am going to be using the color Casablanca. I'm just gonna be placing that all over this cut crease. Pack that on all over. Another good thing to do with these like glittery type eyeshadows, or metallic glittery type, you can actually wet it first and then put it on, and it'll glow a lot more. I don't want to do that today just because of my eyelashes, and I don't want my eyelash lady to kill me. But if I were wearing strips or something like that, I definitely would go in, wet the brush first a little bit, and then kind of pack it on and watch how much more it illuminates. Okay, I am gonna put on eyeliner, but first I wanna go in and kind of do the rest of my face, and then I'll go back to my eyes. So, next I'm gonna go in with my MAC Matchmasters Foundation. I am the color 8.0. I'm just gonna go in. I do put my foundation on my hand first rather than putting it on my face, and that's just because my body will kind of warm up that foundation a little bit, which makes it a little easier to spread, and it just feels better to me. Now this foundation is medium to full coverage. I personally don't feel like I use a whole lot. I've seen some people that use foundation and they use a lot of darn foundation, like they cake that mess on. So I don't feel like I use a lot, but I do feel like this foundation is good enough to where I can do either or. I can do a whole lot, or I can do just a little bit and it'll be just fine. So I do like that medium to high coverage feeling of this Matchmaster. Just gonna blend a little bit on my neck. I don't put a lot of foundation on my neck, usually because of my jewelry or what I'm wearing, but I do put some. You do want to blend that neck to that face, sis, because these dudes will clown you, best believe. And then as you can see, I didn't even use everything that was on my hand. I never do. I'm probably wasting a lot of foundation. Sorry, Mac. I don't know what I'm saying sorry to them for. They like, we got our money, girl. All right. I am gonna go in with my concealer, my under eye, and the rest of my face concealer. For this, I am using my MAC NC45. I'm not mixing it this time. I use this directly onto my face. And I use this brush. This is actually it says eyeshadow base brush. Looks a concealer brush for me, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna go in. First place I put it is always under my eye. And see, you're gonna see me kind of cut that eyeshadow that's blended off to the side there. I could do it much higher, like into my eyebrow. Don't want to do that. I just want it to just be cut a little bit to know that from there on down, we want to lighten it. Okay, and then before I blend out this beautiful little tribal look, I'm gonna go in with what I use for my cream contour. This is the black Opal foundation stick, and I am in the color Ebony Brown, or at least that's what I use for my contour. I'm just gonna take that and apply that right in my cheek area. Now, I used to apply that at my nose here. I realized with this stick foundation, it is very, 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 very thick. And so you'll see what I do later. I'm just gonna kind of take what I use for my cheeks and use the residue from that on my nose contour. So you will see that soon. Now I'm just gonna take my wet beauty blender and go in and blend out everywhere that I put my concealer. When I'm blending out this concealer under my eye, remember I kind of created that line with my concealer and my brush? I want to make sure that I'm blending right below that line. I don't want to blend that line out. I kind of want to keep it there. But don't get it wrong, later on it'll look a little more blended, but I don't want to intentionally do that with my beauty blender. I kind of want to leave it so that it does leave that kind of blunt cut there. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and blend out my contour on my cheeks. I'm just going to take a separate beauty blender, and I think this is just like a basic one I got from like CVS or something. And I am going to damp it very little. And then I'm just going to kind of go in and blend out that contour. I don't want to blend it all the way down. I see people that bring it all the way down to their mouth. I just don't like the way that that looks on me. So I'm just going to kind of blend it out a little bit. Keep in mind, I'm going to go back in with my powder and go over it a little bit. So it's okay if it kind of blends out pretty well to where it's almost the same color in my skin. When I go in and powder it, it's definitely going to bring it out a little bit more, and it's going to bring it out in more of a soft look. And remember, like I was saying earlier, I'm going to use the residue from this, and I'm going to contour my nose. Next, I'm going to go back in with my NYX Finishing Powder and Banana, and I actually do mix that with my Ben Nye topaz. So what I do is I kind of open this compact here, and I'm going to place some of the Ben Nye directly into here. That's why you kind of see some of that kind of bronzy powder inside of here, because I just go in, sprinkle it a little bit like so. And the point is to kind of mix that banana color with the topaz color. I love the banana color, which I've tried before and I have done before in the past. However, I have melanin, and sometimes I need a little bit more brown without me having to look really ghosty using that banana powder. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna go in with another beauty blender. This is one of my Real Technique ones, and I'm gonna use this flat side here to kind of go in and grab some of that banana, but grab some of the topaz too. And next, while we are waiting on my face to kind of set, I'm gonna go in and do my eyeliner. And I'm just using a liquid eyeliner from Covergirl. They say get it at your local drugstore. Okay, when this happens. Next, I'm gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix, and I know it's a little faded, but the color and or the shade that I am in is NW48. And I'm just gonna go in and kind of put that all over, everywhere where there is not, well, everywhere except for under my eyes, and also except for the bridge of my nose. Other than that, I'm gonna put this powder everywhere. Even where I put a little bit of setting powder around my mouth and my forehead, it's gonna go there. Oh yeah, and except for my dark contour areas. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I am in the color of Mocha 360. And I'm just going to use that for my contour areas. And I usually use a regular flat eyeshadow brush for this, just because I want it small. I want a little bit of precision when I'm doing that. I don't want it to just kind of use a big brush where it's just going to make it very large. Just going to go in with that, and I'm going to go in and do small circles up and down. Next, I'm going to go back to my Juvia palette, and I'm going to go in with that same kind of burgundy-ish color that I used, which was Kahina, which is this one right here. And I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm just going to kind of put some of that at my waterline, following it a little bit from back here, but more into my waterline. We are just about done. I am gonna set my face using my MAC Prep+Prime. This is in the Rose fragrance. Okay, then I'm gonna go in and I am definitely gonna give myself a little highlight. I'm using the MAC Hyper Real Glow highlighter, and I don't know which color I should use. I think I'm gonna go in with this darker one. I use this one all the time, because I have this sort of bronzy type, even though it looks a little orange, shadow. I'm going to use that one. Just going with a regular fan brush. Okay, now for the lips. So I am going to be using my MAC liquid lipstick. This is the Retro Matte, and this is in Carnivorous. Now before I do that, I am gonna line my lips, which I don't do very often. Especially with the liquid lipstick, you really don't have to line your lips. It'll kind of do that for you. However, I do find it a little easier sometimes if you line it first before your lipstick or liquid lipstick. It's kind of just like filling in the lines at that point, and sometimes it makes your line a little more sharper too. So the lip liner I'm going to be using is a matte lip liner, and this is from the NYX Suede. I'm trying to find the color here. This is in Vintage. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Definitely comment, like, subscribe, share, send this to somebody. This is great. This could be used as a really cute fall look or a really cute holiday look. Maybe you want something nice for Christmas. Maybe you want to start the new year right with a beat face. Definitely love how this came out. Let me know what you guys think about it. Thank you so much for tuning in again to my channel, and I will see you next time.